When you are shopping for a gaming laptop, the sweet spot is always a brutal balancing act. You want Tier 1 performance that won't stutter when a firefight breaks out, but you also don't want to vaporize your entire savings account on premium aesthetic filler that doesn't add a single frame to your actual gaming performance. Enter the ASUS TUF 16-inch 165Hz gaming laptop. Historically, the TUF lineup has been the champion of mid-range hardware, practical, reliable, and laser-focused on price-to-performance metrics. But with this 16-inch variant, ASUS is attempting to dominate the value ecosystem entirely. If you've been eyeing this machine wondering if its mechanical chassis holds up under actual heavy workloads and high refresh rate gaming, let's tear down the specs, the thermals, and the real-world utility of this machine. Let's start with what you will be staring at for hours on end: the display. This configuration features a spacious 16-inch panel running a modern 16:10 aspect ratio. That extra vertical real estate is a massive upgrade over legacy 16:9 screens, especially if you deal with code blocks, video editing timelines, or massive documents when you aren't gaming. But the headline spec here is the 165Hz refresh rate. If you are transitioning from a standard 60Hz or even a baseline 120Hz screen, the responsiveness here feels instantaneous. In competitive esports titles, tracking fast-moving targets becomes significantly smoother, reducing eye strain and helping you land shots more reliably. Color accuracy is solid for gaming and content consumption, though heavy professional color graders might want an external monitor. For everything else, it is bright, fast, and remarkably crisp. Under the hood, ASUS didn't cut corners where it matters. The internal architecture balances raw processing horsepower with efficient graphical muscle. This means whether you are rendering a 4K video or throwing demanding AAA titles at it on high settings, the frame rates stay incredibly stable. The machine utilizes a dedicated graphics pipeline paired with a high-bandwidth processor to ensure that bottlenecks are kept to an absolute minimum. What this translates to in real-world terms is simple. You can boot up demanding games, dial in high graphical presets, and expect a smooth experience that matches the speed of that 165Hz display panel perfectly. Of course, raw power means absolutely nothing if a laptop turns into an absolute furnace on your desk. This is where the TUF branding earns its keep. ASUS implemented an aggressive cooling array featuring dense heat pipes and dual multi-blade fans that pull cool air through top and bottom vents before exhausting it out the sides and rear. Under prolonged heavy stress tests, the keyboard deck remains cool to the touch, particularly around the crucial WASD keys. Yes, the fans will spool up and make themselves known when you are pushing the system to its absolute limits, but it is a consistent low-frequency hum rather than a high-pitched whine. More importantly, it prevents thermal throttling, meaning your performance at hour 4 of a gaming session is just as fast as it was in the first 5 minutes. In terms of physical build and daily usability, the laptop strikes a great balance between structural rigidity and portability. While it is built primarily from high-grade plastics to keep the cost down, the top lid features an aluminum shield that minimizes screen flex. True to its military-grade durability rating, the chassis feels incredibly solid with zero creaking when lifted by a single corner. The keyboard offers deep key travel with a distinct tactile bump, which feels great for both typing up long essays and rapid-fire gaming inputs. Around the edges, you get a generous layout of ports, including multiple high-speed USB options, HDMI, and a dedicated Ethernet jack, ensuring you won't need to carry a bunch of annoying dongles around in your backpack. So, what is the final verdict on this ASUS TUF variant? If you are looking for a flashy machine covered in unnecessary glowing logos and hyper-premium materials, this isn't it. But if your goal is to find a reliable, durable workhorse that delivers uncompromising 165Hz gaming performance, excellent thermal management, and practical everyday utility without a premium price tag, this laptop hits a home run. It gives you the power where it counts, cuts out the fluff, and stands as one of the most compelling value propositions on the market today.